Hi, aren't you tired of fighting the same battles to break free from addiction, from pain, or shame? Well, welcome to ENAC, the 90 days journey of enabling newness. We're stepping into freedom by rooting out lies and sowing the truth, God's truth. Hi, welcome to another episode of the ENAC 90 Days of Enabling Newness journey. I'm excited. Today is day 17, and we'll be talking about losing yourself to addiction. So let's go right into it. For those of you who may have struggled or, you're struggling with an addiction currently, I want you to remember the first time it all started, right? So remember the first time you maybe took weed, or the first time you stumbled on a porn site, or even subscribed for OnlyFans. What did that feel like? I bet you felt like you were in control, telling yourself, I can stop anytime I don't want it, you know. And then it gets to a point where days go by, maybe even weeks, months, or even years, and you realize that, you know, you can't actually stay away from this thing, and the thing that you're supposed to be using is actually using you. It may be subtle at first, not noticeable, but do you realize that it makes you to stop doing the things you love? Maybe you avoid the people you normally hang out with, or you just lie to stay checked in with your addiction over and over again, right? Somewhere along the line you actually lose yourself. I mean, it may not happen all at once, but like in little pieces, the confidence that you used to have would start fading away. Addiction can actually hijack your identity. It convinces you that you're just this now. um but if you're going through this, I want you to know that you are not your addiction. You're definitely not your past, and you are not far too gone. You're just someone who's been in a battle. And I've been there. I know what it's like, to feel like a stranger to yourself. But the good news is that God is in the business of restoration. He doesn't want to just restore to you good habits, but He wants to give you an identity. He's not waiting for you to be perfect. All He wants is for you to connect with Him, for you to come home. Healing doesn't always look like a clean break. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes you may go up, down, up, down. You may grieve, you may cry. You have to say no to the things that once felt like you. But each time you choose freedom over the familiar, you get a piece of yourself back. You get your joy, your clarity, your voice, and your soul. So if you're listening to this right now and you feel like you've lost yourself, I want to remind you that God hasn't given up on you. You can be freed. You are still worth the fight. Not just to be clean, but to be whole. So I hope you believe all this, and I hope you are walking towards newness. Until next time, bye.